Good morning, everybody. We're going to go ahead and start with our toe lifts. So today, if you're using a watch, you can use traditional strength training or you can use functional strength training. Either one is fine. All right, heels up, right, and left. And apparently I have a guest today. We have a guest instructor. We'll see how this works. She's probably going to make her way over to the nap area, or she's going to try to get into my bag. She has a fascination with my bag. Let's brace our cores. We're going to lift, march and march. So think about bracing your core. Just try to get those thighs as close to parallel as you can get. You don't need to be in there. 4, 3, hamstring curls right here, tricep press it back. She's currently digging in my bag, trying to dig china. She's I don't know what she thinks she's gonna find. 4, 3, back to our knee lift. Start to add a little rotation. You can just paddle, or you can bring your arms up, make it a little bit bigger. 4, 3, 2, good hamstring curls. We're gonna reach our hand towards our opposite heel. It's okay if they don't touch. 4, 3, 2, bring it in the center, tap it to the side, reach across the body. Corner to corner. Reach it up and overhead. Side bend. Remember, we're just warming up. 4, 3, reach across the body. 4, 3, and overhead. Cross the body and overhead. Good, feet hip width apart. We're gonna take it in, slow deadlift, hinge it, and then stand tall. So hinge, hinge, lift, lift. Shoulders down, ribs are pulled down and in. Good, can we go a little bit faster? Hinge and lift. Good, 4, 3, 2, take it forward, hold it in place. Let's open and close our book. Open and close. Think about reaching that shoulder up towards the ceiling. It's okay if your turn is a little bit smaller. Just depends on you and your body. Bring it all the way up. We're gonna pull it down and reach. And as we pull it down, I want you to think about lifting the heels, reaching up. 4, 3, 2, hands down, we're at your chest, slow squat, drop it down, push through your heels, stand tall. Down, 2, up, 2, down, and up, down. Good, can we go a little bit faster? So it's okay if it's a little shallower. Quality over quantity. It's 4, 3, 2, good, slow lunge. We're gonna take it forward and pull it back. So this is not a slow lunge. Let's just go for a lunge. Forward and back. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna do a slow lunge. Reach it up and overhead. Slow lunge, reach, and step it back. Slow lunge, reach, step it back. Think about dropping your back knee down towards the floor. Good lift. Last one. Step it out to the side, hold it in place right here. Little side lunges. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Good, little arch, little tuck. If you don't want to arch and tuck, you're gonna breathe in and then exhale. In and out. Good, lift, tuck it under. Good, one more. Hold your tuck. Let's roll it all the way up. Roll the shoulders. Keep the legs nice and wide because we're gonna get ready to step it out into our planks. Good, 4, 3, hinge it forwards. Let's take the hands down to the floor or to the chair. Step it back into your plank. Hold a good position, lift it up, down dog. Down dog, back to plank. Down dog, back to plank. So you can do incline planks in a chair. If you need to, do this at the wall. Good, 3 more. 3, take it forwards. 2, back to plank. Good down dog. Back to plank. Let's walk it all the way back up to standing. And let's do our heel stomps right here. Heel stomps. Now if you'd like, you can do full jumps. You can just stomp the heels. Good, 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders. Up, back, and down into your back pocket. Grab a quick drink of water. I don't know what she thinks she's going to find. All that's in my bag is papers and a couple of resistance bands. So she's like, nope, I have to dig. There's something in here for me. All right, it's Tabata Tuesday. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We have 4 rounds, 2 exercises, and we're just gonna go back and forth today. So we're gonna start with lunges, and then we're gonna do a kickstand deadlift. So you can alternate your lunges and then pick a side for your kickstand deadlift. I'm gonna do all of my lunges on one side and my deadlift on one side twice, and then I'm going to switch. But you do what's gonna feel better for you today. So you can grab 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, whatever feels better for you. 20 seconds work, lunges in 3, 2, and 1. So we're nice and tall. So we're just gonna step it back into a lunge and then stand. Step it back and stand. If you wanna have 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand, that's just gonna increase your weights. If you wanna hold 1 or 2 dumbbells up at your chest, that works too. Here's 2 and 1. So now I'm gonna find a position where my toe is a little bit back, so it's not as much as a lunge, but it's not super, super close. And I'm just gonna do a kickstand deadlift in 2. Good, time's on. So hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So good hinge and good lift. If you're just really kind of not feeling a lot of the single leg work today, you are welcome to do a deadlift with both feet flat on the floor. Just a regular traditional deadlift. I'm just wanting to get good rest. I'm just wanting to get a little bit of single leg work in today. Now I'm gonna stay on the same leg, step it back into my lunges. 2 and 1. So I'm just gonna drop it down and then bring it up. If you wanna do the other leg, round 1 right, round 2 left, if it's easier on your body, go for it. I'm gonna be mean and I'm gonna do 2 rounds on 1 leg and then I'm gonna switch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So a little shakeout, we're getting ready. Nice good kickstand deadlift. So your toe is back there, it's just there for balance. Weight is in the front leg right here. Hinge and stand tall. So we shouldn't feel like we're pushing our hips way, way back and shifting our weight into our back leg. We're keeping our weight over our front leg, hinging forwards, lowering the dumbbell down towards the floor. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. I'm switching over to the other leg. This is round number 3. If you did right, left, go back to the right. Lunges right here. So let's take it down and then stand tall. Lower the back knee towards the floor. And again, we don't want to push the knee forwards and just tap the toe back. It's a little step back and then a drop. So a little step back and a drop. 2 and 1. Bring it in, getting ready for our deadlift. So weight is in the front leg, back leg, just a few inches back, right here. Hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So hinge and lift. We should feel this in our glutes, a little bit in our hamstrings. We don't want to feel this in our low back. So make sure we're bracing and we're keeping our upper body pretty stiff. Last one, bring it in. Lunges, this is set number 4. Last set for the circuit, and then we're gonna switch to upper body. 2 and 1, good. Lunge down and stand nice and tall. Think about your body position. This is the side where my leg kind of likes to do its own thing. So I'm really focusing on a good leg position, trying to keep my knee over my toes or knee over shoelaces, but between my big toe and my pinky toe. Good, rest, and not let my hip pop out to the side. Good, kickstand deadlift. 3, 2, and 1. Good, so hinge it forwards and stand nice and tall. This side likes to turn. We don't want to let it today. We're trying to keep it a little bit more stiff, almost like you're trying to keep the shoulder away from the floor. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around, grab a little drink of water. Gonna move on, switching to upper body, and it's gonna be shoulders. So what I want you to think about is option 1 is a two-way shoulder press. So you do palms in, and then you open a little to the corner, pinkies to the corner. So show me your pinkies, show the corner of your pinkies. Option 2, front raise, side raise. Second exercise is our rear fly, or a band pull apart, trying not to squeeze the shoulder blades together. So it seems kind of funky, but we're trying to focus on the entire shoulder today. But two-way shoulder press or front raise, side raise in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna do shoulder press here, open, and shoulder press here. So show me the ends of your dumbbells, and then kind of show me your fingernails. So it's not all the way out to the side. So up, open, good, rest. We're gonna do our rear delt. I am going with 5s. I'm going very light here. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna lift, and I'm gonna try not to squeeze my shoulder blades together. I'm gonna try to lift using the little muscle on the back of my shoulder. So my shoulder blades don't pinch. I'm just trying to do a nice good lift parallel to the floor and down. 2 and 1. Good. All right, two-way shoulder press or front raise, side raise. So front raise gets kind of the front, side raise gets the side. Good, right here. Rear delt is gonna get the back. So for your presses, really think about your hand position. Show me your elbows, palms in, and then open out to the corner. We're getting a little bit of rotator cuff here, not a lot, but this is opening. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're gonna go for our rear fly. So I just did kind of the front and the center, and now I'm gonna do the back right here. So lift and lower, lift and lower. And you can do a band pull apart if that feels better for you. But again, the trick is to try not to squeeze the shoulders. Focus on the little muscle on the back of the arm. Good, 3, 2, and 1. 2 rounds down. Moving on, round number 3. 3, 2, and 1. So press it up, open out to the corner, and up. So elbows in, reach, elbows corner, and reach. So it's not a big movement, but it's getting in just a little bit extra. Changes it just a little bit. Last one. Good. Rear fly, or band pull. I'm gonna see if I can do a band pull today. Good. So band pull, but you can see I'm not letting my shoulder blades pinch. Not letting my shoulder blades pinch. Trying to keep my arms pretty straight. Motion comes from the shoulder. So sometimes it's just nice because bands just change things a little bit. I kind of like it. Good. Rest. Got one more set. One more set. Front raise, side raise, or two-way press. 2 and 1. Good. Press up, elbows in, open, elbows. Or again, show me your elbows, and then show me your biceps. Show me the inside of your arm. You're starting to feel a little tired. I'm starting to feel these. You can alternate. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rear fly. And again, rear fly or band pull, keeping the shoulder blades relaxed. 2 and 1. Now you can be here. Again, you can alternate right, left. It all just depends on how you're feeling. So really try to think about lift with the shoulder, nice and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. Walk around, shake it out, give the fingers a wiggle. Grab a drink of water. Moving on, we're going right back to our legs. We have squats and we have curtsy lunges. So I'm going to do regular squats and then I'm going to do all of my curtsies on one side versus alternating, but you choose what feels good today. So squats, 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So just a nice basic squat. Feet hip to shoulder width apart. Brace your core. Sit and then stand. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going to go for our curtsy lunges. I'm going to use 1 dumbbell. You can use 2. You can use none. Here's 2 and 1. Good. So just nice, good curtsy and then lift. If you want to alternate your curtsy lunges, go for it. We are only doing 20 seconds, so you are welcome to just do one side. Kind of give it a little bit more focus, a little more attention. 3, 2, and 1. Going back for squats. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So brace the core, sit and stand. It's okay if your squat isn't as deep, as long as your quality is really good. And that's what I want you to focus on. Or, you know, if you're having a rough day, chair stand. Sit down in a chair, stand back up again. 2 and 1. Going back for curtsies. I'm going to do the same leg. Here's 2 and 1. So nice and tall. And again, your curtsy can be shallow. We just want to get that cross, and then we sink down into our hip. We got glute work today. But if you can go deeper, go for it. But for this one, we're not turning our body. Be nice to your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back in for squats. These are our last 2 exercises, our last 2 leg exercises for today. Good. Squat it down. After this, we've got arms, back, and core, and chest. So that'll be it for today for legs, or this will be after set 4. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching over. So if you were alternating, keep alternating. If you did the right side, time to switch to the left. 2 and 1. Good. So cross and curtsy. Lift and stand tall. Curtsy and up. And again, it can be small. I know it's hard to see. It looks like I'm doing a really deep curtsy, and I'm really not. Down and lift. Now here, it's deeper, going towards the floor. Good. Rest. One more set. One more set. Squats and curtsy lunges. 2 and 1. So lower and lift. Belly's in, ribs are tucked. When we go deeper, or we try to go deeper, a lot of times we end up sticking our buns out and we arch our back and we're like, I can't go any deeper. It's just because of the way our muscles move. 2 and 1. One more set of curtsies. If you've already got your pelvis tucked, good. 2 and 1. If you've already got it tucked, then those muscles can't, some of the muscles and tendons can't get any longer because they're already really long. So that little bit of tuck will actually probably help you out quite a bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dumbbells down, shake it out, grab a quick drink. We're going for biceps and triceps. So biceps and triceps. We're just going to do bicep curls, And then we're gonna do either a kickback or an overhead extension. Either one is fine with me. So grab those dumbbells, basic bicep curl, in 3, 2, and 1. So basic bicep curl. I'm just gonna do palm in, rotate palm up. My elbow stays pointing down towards the floor. Little soft knee, little tail feather tuck, holding a good position here. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna do a couple rounds of overhead extension. I'm gonna do 1 dumbbell. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna let my ribs arch like this. I'm going to pull them in, standing nice and tall. Little tuck. Now if you wanna do kickbacks because your shoulders prefer it, just do a little hinge forwards and then extend those elbows, reach your arms back. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Going back for bicep curls. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So curl up and down. You can kind of choose which curl you want to do. I'm going to do 2 like this, and then I'm going to do 1 round of hammer and 1 round of just my palms facing forwards. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Going for triceps. So shoulders down, and again, kind of tuck those ribs under, bring the arms up, reach it up towards the sky, lower the dumbbell, and lift. Try to get both arms to do the same amount of work. We tend to have one arm that's stronger, and that one kind of tends to do the heavy lifting. We want to make sure the other one does work too. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Going back for curls. This round I'm going to do hammer curls, palms facing in, 2, and 1. So it just means no flip at the top. It's good to change things up. Changing your hand position changes how some of the smaller helper muscles around your elbow and your shoulders work. So some of them activate specific muscles. 3, 2, and 1. So changing the hand position periodically is a good thing. Just note you may have to adjust the weights as well. Here's 2 and 1. So lower and lift. Slow and controlled, slow down, maybe a little quicker on the way up. Slow down, quicker on the way up. Here's 2 and 1. Going for curls, last set, and then our next 2 rounds are down on the floor. Remember, you don't have to go to the floor. 2 and 1. Good. So traditional, palms facing up, bicep curl. Dumbbells come down by the hip, elbow stays close to the body. I don't want to let it dig into my tummy. Sometimes we do that if the weights are kind of heavy or if we're feeling a little tired. We just don't want to dig our elbows into our stomach. 2 and 1. Good. Triceps, last set. Up or down, or I think some of you are doing a mix. Good. Time's on, which is awesome. You can do a couple sets one way, a couple sets the other. So show me your triceps, the muscles we're working. Show me the back of your arm. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in, set it down, shake it out, walk around, quick drink of water. Gonna move on. The next 2 circuits are on the floor. The first circuit is on our hands and knees. The second circuit is gonna be on our back. So we're gonna do a bird dog with a row. If you're staying standing, you are welcome to just do rows in a standing position. The second exercise is planks. If you want to do an incline plank, go for it. If you want to just do a farmer's carry or a weighted march, that's awesome too. So you can do the weighted march or you can do the farmer's carry. And then the second circuit is going to be a chest press. Incline push-ups, banded chest press, seated incline chest press. And then for the McGill Crunch, I want you to just do a nice good brace, and a really slow leg lift, so nothing moves. It's not a big balance challenge. Push the floor away, hold, and down, okay? So that's for the McGill Crunch. But the rest of us, we're gonna go down, hands and knees, bird dog position. We're gonna go for rows. 20 seconds, and 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good hands and knees position, pull it up, barely touch the ground, come right back up again. If you want to add an opposite leg lift for extra, you can. Or you can do this standing, or you can do this standing, but your hand is maybe on the seat of a chair or a counter. Here's 2, and 1. We're just gonna go for a plank. Just go for a nice basic plank. You can be on your hands, your forearms, your knees, your toes. 2, and 1. So just a basic plank. Check your body position and see where your heels are. If you're pressing your heels back, I want you to try to lift your heels so they're right over the ball of your foot and your toes. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Going back for our rows. If you're on the floor and you're kind of struggling with being on your hands, you can come here. Time's on. So this is absolutely an option for you. If you can be on your knees, but you don't want to be on your hands, but you want to be on the floor. You always have that option. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to go for our plank. You can be on your forearms. So if you want to progress your plank a little bit, try being down on your forearms. It changes your plank a little bit. So sometimes it's not comfortable on the elbows, but try it, give it a shot. Even if you're on your knees, try being in a plank on your forearms instead of your hands. See how it feels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Going back for rows. The nice thing about only doing 20 seconds is you can kind of experiment. Good. So we're going to pull up and then take it down. Row up and down. So you can kind of experiment and see, hey, how does it feel? I only have to hold it for 20 seconds. So if I don't like it, after that 20 seconds, I'm going to rest and I can go back and do something different. Here's 2 and 1. So go back to your plank. Knees, toes, hands, forearms, incline plank. Here's 2 and 1. Or again, if you're standing, weighted march or farmer's carry is a great option. But try this. Take the hands a little further forwards and then get your heels over your toes. So instead of pressing them back, bring them forward. So you're kind of balancing on the big toe. Good. Going back for rows. We've got one more set of these, and then we're going to be on our backs. Here's 2 and 1. So row and lower. If you want to add in that glute lift, make it a little bit harder, a little bit more core. It's up to you. Sometimes it's a good way to help you tense up your core, tighten up your glutes, protect your spine. Here's 2 and 1. Good. All right, plank. Last set. Again, try it on your forearms, see how it feels, or just try something. So if you're normally on your knees, good, time's on. If you're normally on your knees, try it on your toes. See how it feels to be on your toes, just for 20 seconds. And don't let those shoulders creep up by your ears. Pull them down. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it down. Come to a seated position. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We're going to flip over onto our backs. Before you go down completely, I am going to demonstrate a McGill Crunch. Now you can do this. The trick is most of us, we want to try to get our hands kind of under our low back or under our buns. If that doesn't work for you, that's okay. But we're going to have right leg straight, left leg bent. If you can get your hands back here, great. If you can't, no worries. Hands at the chest, but I want you to lift, and I don't want you to lift like you're trying to sit up. I want you to just lift like you're reaching up towards the ceiling, okay? But we're gonna start with our chest presses. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So 20 seconds, nice good chest press. You should be going. I'm running a little late, a little short, but just a nice good chest press. So nice good inhale, nice good exhale. If you're at an incline, banded chest press, you can do an incline push-up. Good. Carefully set the dumbbells down. I go by my hips, right leg straight, left leg bent. Can I get my hands into the small of my back? 2, 1. So it's an exhale, but we're trying to hold a neutral spine position, okay? Neutral spine. So we're trying not to do a lot of arching and rounding. I can lift my elbows off the floor so they're not helping me. It's just a nice good hold. Good. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Grab your dumbbells. Round number 2, chest press. Good. Time is on. If you want to do palms facing in, go for it. You're going to get a little extra tricep here, but that's not always a bad thing. Or open the elbows out just a little bit to the corners, just a few inches away from your torso. Lower down, press it up. Good. Carefully set the dumbbells down. I set them by my hips. Getting ready for McGill Crunch. Same thing, right leg out, left leg is bent, and I'm just gonna lift and I'm gonna hold. Lift and hold. We don't wanna press in like we're trying to actually push ourselves up. We just wanna lift. It's a very small movement. You don't have to have the hands behind the back. It just helps keep your back in a neutral position. 2, 1, rest. 2 more sets. Going back for chest presses. Good, time's on. So press it up and take it down. And if you're standing, I want you to do a nice good tall stand. Really focus on stabilizing your core, and then you're going to lift the thigh up, and then you're gonna barely tap the toe down. Come right back in again. It's all about control and stability. Good, dumbbells down. We're switching sides for that McGill Crunch. So now left leg is straight, right leg is bent. Hands into the small of your back if you can. Good, lift it up. So instead of looking down at your toes, I want you to think about kind of looking up towards the ceiling. It's just a bracing of the core and a nice good tightening up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. One more set. One more set. Last 2 exercises for today. Chest press, McGill Crunch. Good. Press it up and bring it down. So it's just like doing a push-up, but we're on our backs instead. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Dumbbells down. McGill Crunch. Hands into the small of your back if you can. If you can't, just right by your side. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Exhale, and it's just a little lift. So my shoulders lift up off of the floor, but my chin has a little bit of a tuck, and I'm just trying to hold. I should just feel my core bracing without feeling like I'm pushing my tummy out. It's just a little itty bitty crunch and a hold. 2, and 1. Relax. Give yourself a little bit of break. You can rest on your back for a minute. If you're standing, you can walk around. You can take a minute, put your equipment away. You can grab a quick drink of water. And then we're gonna do some stretching. And we're gonna start on our tummies. We're gonna do some scorpion stretches. And if you wanna do this against a wall or in a doorway, go, that's golden. So we're gonna be on our tummies, or you're gonna be facing a wall. We're gonna take our right arm out into goal post, and our left hand is just gonna be right by our chest, okay? So on your tummy, right hand is in goal post, either on the floor or on the wall. Left hand is just right by your chest. Left leg, we're gonna bend it, and we're gonna use the left side of our body to kind of help us roll into the right side just until we feel a stretch. You probably don't have to go very far, and just feel a nice good stretch in the chest. We don't want to feel pain. Some of you, it might be more comfortable just to kind of bring the knees into the chest and just lie on your side a little bit, and that's okay. Bring it back into the center, same side. Now we're gonna take that right arm out straight, palm facing down, and then same thing. Use the left side of the body to kind of help roll you into that right shoulder. If you're really, really tight, just taking your arm out straight and resting might be enough to get a good stretch, and that's okay. Good, bring it into the center. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. So now left hand starts out in that goal post. Right hand is by your chest. Right leg is bent, and we're just gonna use the right side of the body to kind of help us roll into the left side, feeling a stretch in the chest and shoulders. And you may not even have to do the leg bend and to bring it over. You might be able to just kind of roll onto your side a little and feel a good stretch. Good, release, bring it in the center. Take that left arm out straight, shoulder away from the ear, palm facing down. Use the right side of the body to help you roll into the left side. And again, if you're at the wall, instead of doing the push and the leg lift and everything, you're just gonna turn the right side of your body away from the wall while you try to keep the left side, shoulder and chest and fingers close. In 2 and 1, good, bring it into the center. We're just gonna start by resting our chin on our hands right here. If you prefer, you can come up into Sphinx, or if you're comfortable with it, you can come up into a variation of Cobra or Up Dog. If you're standing, you're gonna take your hands, place them on the shelf of your glutes, and you're gonna push down on your buns. Our goal here is to stretch the front of our hips and really think about opening up that hip joint. That's where we tend to get very tight, especially if we end up sitting quite a bit. Good, let's tuck the toes under, sit the hips back towards the heels, reach the arms out in front of us, a little bit of a child's pose. I keep my legs a little bit more narrow versus taking my legs wide. It's personal preference. Let's take our right arm, thread the needle underneath the left arm, palm facing up, take that shoulder down towards the floor. Just a little turn. Bring it up, switch it over to the other side. So now thread the needle on the other side, hips stay towards the heels, shoulder towards the floor, back of the hand touches the floor, palm up towards the ceiling. Good, bring it in. We're gonna come up to hands and knees, and we're just gonna do hip circles. So nice good hip circles. If you would like to add a little bit of shoulder and head as well, it's kind of up to you. Good, we're gonna go the other direction. So you can just do hip circles, or you can kind of start to add a little bit more head and neck as well. Good, bring it in. We're gonna take one leg out in front, and then we're gonna come up to standing. I lost my windscreen. Bring it all the way up. Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I lost my windscreen. Good, we're gonna take it up, give yourself a pat on the back, and then take it down. And it can just make me really loud. Good, bring it up, and then take it down. I've also discovered that the cat likes to play with my headset. Good, one more time. Big breath in and out. Good, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket, thumb pointing forwards. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're going to look to one side, look to the other. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Spread the fingers and the toes and exhale. Good. One more time. Big breath in and out. And you are all done.